Sorry, I'm just thinking of how to sort of. Oh, and the one time that I bring the meta lineup, I don't even get to use. You know what? Fuck it. I'm still bringing the PT boat. I'm going to go and hunt their convoy.
Okay.
Oh boy, I hate this map.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna hope I don't lose
I'll
my
you guys
horse.
in the battleship after I
Inevitably explode.
Well, more like after the clusterfuck in that top right hand spawn sort of subsides a little.
I'm coming your direction.
Not even sure whether I should push or turn right.
I'm going to take steps to avoid this guy.
Hmm.
He looks a little bit American. He looks like a Moffat. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of that. But yeah, if you can, I guess the report format would work best if I send them the entire deck plans as sort of a general summary, right? As in, this is the general overarching characteristics to consider, and then the secondary would be like, these are the particular points of interest where corrections need to be made, right? And that would be zoom-ins on the deck plan as well as screen caps with snipped out screen caps of the particular armor sections.
Yeah, which is basically what I'm going to have to sit down and actually talk with you about.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way it needs to be done is you just need a screen cap in-game, screen cap that section, and then sort of describe the issue and the disparity. Or describe the disparity, that's all you need to do, and then I can collage it.
The issue is, I just took a bunch of hits to my armor which didn't penetrate, and I'm on fire.
Amazing.
Oh.
Fortunately, they didn't land in the front of me. I'd be dead.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
quite
suppose
fair.
I should be happy that I'm surviving hits from a Huga at 12,000 yards.
I mean, that's by design. I'm expecting that to be... in fact, that's actually kind of to be expected. 12,000 yards, Hugo shooting your broadside can't penetrate, I'm pretty sure.
Which is... well, not with sap, no.
Yes, exactly.
And once again, I am down a 5-inch elevator because that's where that gap in the armor is.
Oof.
Fortunately, it only hit the 5-inch elevator and didn't take out my barbettes.
That's quite definitely fortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry for that thing that's sort of aiming for the cargo ship. Oh yeah. I should probably showcase that the Italians now have surface fire control radars on their ships.
Oh yeah,
they're literally just lead indicators. It's just lead indicators on your boats for ships. It's not very sophisticated, but it's funny. They work quite well. You do not really need to do anything except for third-person aim.
I should point out that I am also down a torpedo bulge because of that first salvo fired from that Hugo, which automatically hit me.
Torpedo bulges don't actually degrade.
News to me.
Yes, so they will go black. They will saturate, but
what I found is if it goes black, I die.
So if you take damage upon a strike that penetrates the torpedo bulge magnifies the damage for HE damage. That is. So if an HE type shell successfully penetrates,
what? So what you're saying is armor that is intended to defeat high explosive warheads.
So the way it works is it has like a 9 to 11 times. Well, actually now it's 11.2 times multiplier in terms of RHAE against explosives. So it is. I believe you have like a 28 millimeter bulge, but that's times 11.2 in terms of raw effectiveness. So it's more like over 200 millimeters of effective RHAE versus explosions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they also added I believe, it used to be 2 times, now it's more like 1.5 times explosive damage multiplier should you successfully defeat it. Essentially, if you actually overcome that torpedo protection, it will do more damage.
Which is weird.
Yes, that part is a bit strange, but I'm thinking that...
because the whole point of torpedo protection is to defeat high explosives.
Yeah, no, I do kind of get it for some things, where rending the torpedo protection and the torpedo bulges off the ship can cause further damage. However, this is a sort of scuffed way to do it, especially considering that you can do this with shell fire.
Yeah.
But more to the point, it's sort of... You won't actually lose that 200 plus mils of effective armor against explosives, no matter how damaged the torpedo protection is. But any time that it does get defeated, you will take the increased damage. Basically, that relationship is a permanent. So even if the torpedo bulges are completely black, you are still technically getting that protection.
Well, it doesn't show
it's
up
a
on the
strange-
X-ray anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. If it doesn't show up in the X-ray, that's just sort of whatever. It's just
And also,
it's there, but it's not really.
you know, 20-foot
very-
thick oil tanks don't count as armor either.
They do. It's just RHAE on those is maximum. So there's a maximum protection value on the field now, I believe, because players complained. Is the light way to put it.
Because of fuel tanks or what?
Yes, people were not happy that fuel tanks and coal bunkers and stuff like that could eat armor for days.
Well, that's the thing is
Shells
that
for days.
coal is
There's an
considered...
irony there, because coal had create secondary shatters true before everything else did, so it actually gave you more damage. Ow.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm
well,
dead.
I've been Bismarcked.
I've been also Bismarck. Well,
I'm down my
don't know
rudder
if
on
that's
fire.
Bismarck.
Oh, would you look at that?
Korean word. I took a Soviet type vessel and I met a USN type vessel and
Meanwhile, I took a single shell to my amidships under the magazine and exploded.
oof.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that salvo flies true and meets that guy. That heavy cruiser. Hello.
It's an old wagon.
Oh, well, he doesn't have a great day. That's his... Yep. I saw 3 barbettes go down, and his
Okay.
entire belt section just turned black, which means uncontrollable flooding.
And the worst part about this is the fact that you have no indication that you're about to explode. You get touched by a shell and you disappear.
Yep.
Fun.
It's very... I'm not... I should be clear, by the way, I'm not a fan of the 2.9 damage model. I actually made that clear in my review. What did I write?
I mean, who is really? Okay.
Criticisms.
Oh.
I'm not too happy to
Who
see
are
that
happy
Admiral has
about
gone
this?
back to leaning into fire damage and ammo detonation meta.
Who are happy
Compounded
about
with
this?
the
The
pressure
people who play arcade.
Yeah.
The ones who are
I
like,
whiffed that shot.
wow,
Hard.
I can't kill a destroyer in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Truly 1984.
unplayable SMH. I guess if that's the lead I need to perform, that's the lead I need to perform. Oh, that guy's separating. Okay. You know, I should really recommend that anybody with epilepsy never play naval.
That's rough.
I mean, with all the flashing modules that just sort of pop on your screen, that's actually a reasonable health
Oh,
hazard.
nice.
To,
Nice.
And with
try to
all of
steal.
the, you have no indication what the hell is going on and you randomly explode with no warning. Yeah.
No, that's not the epilepsy one. I'm talking about when random parts of like dead ship superstructures just pop up on your screen and start flashing, right? Do you not get that visual bug?
Not really. At least not very often.
I'll here, one sec.
Oh
I
god.
have the issue of just exploding randomly with no indication that it's about to happen.
I wish I could show you this, because I'm pretty sure someone in one of my recordings, but basically random ship superstructures popping up, floating in the middle of the air, right? And flashing at high rates, like genuine epilepsy warning.
Jeez.
Like I see a Hugo bridge right in front of me right now, Or maybe not a Hugo, but... No, that is a Hugo bridge. I see a Hugo bridge. And her funnels and everything. Flashing before my eyes. Just the wreck of it.
And I just had a shell go through my cage mesh, so the ship was on fire.
Oof. But yeah, like... It's just floating right above my ship right now. And flashing. It would be a genuine epilepsy hazard.
Anyway, I'm on fire again.
But there's an enemy plane. I don't have anything with AA, but he's also a distance away.
Fuck. Oh. I didn't
But
die.
basically, because of this giant hole in Wyoming's nose, I have no inclination to actually point towards the enemy or go towards them in any way, shape, or form.
Quite fair. It's actually surprisingly common on ships in this game. You do not want to bow on that unless you're in a Maria, a Dante. That's it, actually.
Yeah, but that's the issue, is that my thickest armor is actually the bulkhead at the front. Like, quite literally, that is the same thickness as the belt armor. It's just the issue is, there is a massive great hole on the top of it. Where there is
So
suddenly...
that Hugo died to long lance Lamau.
Good.
That dude was sailing straight for quite a while. Had it coming.
As opposed to half our team, which is just sitting there doing nothing in spawn.
Yeah. Oh, right as I send a salvo at the guy, he dies to a long lance. Cool.
I guess I should repair some parts so I can at least move again.
That would be very useful.
Well, I'm barely making 18 knots.
Somers. Okay, so that guy needs to die. Wait, who shot me? But yeah, so basically the guy farming us right now is, I'm gonna go and try to defend against that, because they're ripping through our,
You know what would be nice? Steering that actually affected the direction of the ship.
a little bit.
Because I was sat there holding my rudder at full left for a good 30 seconds and I moved maybe 5 degrees.
Oh, I tickled that Hugo.
Okay. Suck my D point.
Great name.
What a name.
Yeah, we mildly need somebody to go and sort of try for knocking out their
Well,
convoy.
I'm attempting to advance, but someone put an island in my way, so I've just had to spend the last 2 minutes getting around it. Because this thing doesn't turn.
Okay, Hugo's on fire.
Good. Plane, mags, front.
Cuba's burning again on something important. Her barbette number 2 is, and number 1 are, but barbette number 2 is black, barbette number 1's red. I'm receiving return fire, I'm gonna kite.
Thanks, Jerome.
I try.
Oh, no barbettes knocked out, that's good.
My AA actually bothered shooting at it, so... And it actually landed a hit.
Oh, well, I'm getting bombed. I set the Hugo on fire once more. Post-mortem.
Target acquired. Target track reported.
No, that Hugo.
Yes. Oh, should I respawn in a battleship or should I take a cruiser out with some AA? And speed to go.
Mags, there's another plane.
Fire on board.
Not that it's gonna matter, because I just got a fire set on me by a Hugo, so... I can't move even if I wanted to. Oh
Our
no.
entire team is still in spawn. What?
A single bomb hit me in the belt, and so I explode.
Technically, if it's the belt, then it was actually below your belt.
It bounced off. It straight up hit the side of the belt, and then phased through into the inside of the ship and killed me, because that's what they do.
Yeah, and this is an 800 kill out from the P1 Island, so that thing is a ship buster. All our people are still here. Like, I don't think that this Leipzig has moved a day in his life.
Yep. I'm taking a destroyer down the right side, I guess.
Watch out, there's a Porter, there's a Nuremberg, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Targets.
Oh, hello.
Aircraft down.
Nice.
I mean, I couldn't really not kill that with where it was.
Fair.
It's passed straight across my broadside.
Fair. But yeah, they have a lot of things on that side of the map that we don't really have a response to.
Yeah, I can see that from the fact that there is a heavy cruiser closing on me.
Yeah.
That?
Torpedo on.
What? I literally am like 400 yards out of spawn. Long lance.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, there is a British heavy cruiser sitting in our spawn.
Ironically, I kind of wish that AI gunners were a little less precise because that would allow some dispersion in the gunner aim beyond 5 kilometers so that they don't constantly have perfect lead but ignoring the shell drop, meaning that they always fire short.
You cannot drop your torpedo because of your current altitude. You cannot drop your torpedo because of your current attitude. Ugh. So, I just got killed by a York because torpedoes won't drop. Ever.
Attitude would be angle and or height. In that
Yeah,
case.
I know. I mean, I was definitely more than 10 feet off the floor, and I was hardly upside down.
Oh, I got a crit on something.
But then I couldn't exactly correct the attitude because I had a wing missing.
Right. Oh, I received surface fire from something. Oh, P8, a P2, hey, passive AA kill, let's go.
That's a Mikuma.
I'm shooting a CA, so that's not a Mikuma. That looks like
The
a...
Mikuma is what is killing you.
Ah. That explains the rate of fire.
And the massive white tracers.
Yes.
That is 6-inch HE coming straight across your broadside. No, HE AP.
Yeah, that wouldn't be HE because it knocked out internal modules like my boilers.
I mean, it could very well be HE, because HE just kills things at the moment, but...
Right, but it doesn't do it in this particular... Like, it fucks things, but not in this particular manner. The nature of the fuckery is different, essentially.
Oh, and I can't see X-ray view on you anymore. That's sad. He seems to have disabled that recently.
It's actually quite unfortunate. That was really useful.
Yeah, I know. Oh well. You're silly Chapayev with your stupid lighthouse-looking tower.
Yes. I'm definitely not going to come out of this one alive, I think. I'm trying to just kill the...
Yeah, you got about 10 seconds, I think.
Oh no, I mean in general, I'm just taking way more shit. Because I've been in crossfire for a while.
I know, I'm just giving you about a 10-second lifespan from when I said that, which was slightly too unoptimistic.
Yeah. That was about right, actually. A little, I mean, maybe a little overestimated, but around there. Well, time to probably die to the York, but I will try to drop this 5,000 kilogram bomb.
Yeah, because the issue is AA does absolutely nothing, or it insta-kills.
To my experience, it's very useful when you have VT and decent rate of fire and or turret traverse speeds. Basically, that means that the USN is very unparalleled in aim
York,
power.
12 o'clock,
allies
straight in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming at.
Okay, I thought you were trying to avoid it.
Oh no, I want to kill something.
Okay.
Attack the enemy.
Like, at this point, right, with 3 minutes left in the match, I'm not gonna be picky. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye. Oh boy, yeah, I'm probably not gonna come out of this alive. I already took damage, and I'm already dead. And so is he, because I spawned. He was basically right underneath the air spawn. His long-range AA basically didn't have the opportunity to react. Partially because British turrets seem to be very slow. They're, like, I know the Russian ones aren't the fastest in the world, but the British ones are comparable in this game. I don't know if that's realistic or not, but when you compare it to the USN 5-inch 38s, they are...
Well, the 5-inch 38s are specifically power-traversed mounts.
Right. Well, I mean, they're all power-traversed, it's just...
The 5-inch 25s aren't.
Fair enough. I'm thinking, like, Type 89s and 4.7 inchers and stuff like that. Those are still powered. They're just...
4.7 inches aren't really dual-purpose, though.
True. But they are... whatchamacallit? These are powered traverses. For the Japanese, for example, their problem wasn't that as powered as the gears are shit. And that's really the biggest weakness there. They had poor gears, and the poor gears meant poor traverse speeds. And that's why there are entire fields of study dedicated to gears. And the kinds of gears.
It's called steampunk.
Oh god, there's a whole plethora of engineers who take issue with that. Not wrong though. But yeah, I mean, like, this is why there are entire fields of study dedicated just to gears. Useful things. They have won wars.
And lost them.
Yes.
We've suffered a defeat. Everyone.
Well, that match sucked.
Unfortunately, yeah. A lot of what I'm doing right now when I'm playing this game right now is just waiting for Naval EC.
Yep.
Because I really want Baltimore, or not Baltimore, like, yes, Baltimore, but Pittsburgh. But I want Pittsburgh specifically for EC.
Got you.
Like, I deeply enjoy playing Escort in EC. It's one of the most fun things you can do in this game. Right? Like, I don't think I've mentioned this nearly enough.
Oh, yay. I'm now researching ammo wetting for Wyoming. Maybe I'll
Amazing.
last more than 2 seconds when I get set on fire now.
But yeah, like, I used Yugure, and I think the most fun I had in Naval that I can remember for EC was escorting Wyoming around the bend of the South of Malta using Yugure.
Yeah.
And just dunking on the 288, because I was under his air spawn, right? And I just kept dunking on the 288 who was trying to strike the guy. Beautiful. Like, forcing him to rage quit levels of beautiful. No, I'm going to play the USN. Or no, I'm going to play the Russians, yeah. I'm going to keep playing with battleships.
Okay. I'll be right back. And then I think I'll give this another match, and then I'll finish for the day. And then
Sounds
maybe
good.
we can just chat a bit more about figuring out how to deal with Wyoming.
Well, I mean, from my end, all I need to know is I need the specifics. So I need reference diagram images of both just screen caps. That's what I need. That's really all I need. As long as like you guys have the you guys know what is wrong with the ship, you just need to translate that, as it were, into 3D model. And the easiest way to do that is just side-by-side comparisons with one image from the diagram, one image from the game, and per section essentially. If you can do that, then it's solved. That's the report.
But so far only Joram understands all of this.
What?
So far only Joram understands all of this. The things with Wyoming, I was just listening to him so far. I haven't digged into myself, so I
But
don't
if you
know.
can translate it properly, like if you can basically relay the issues in that format, because it really is a case of when you're doing CAD, for example, right? Reference images are very useful, and given that this is a form of CAD, it should be, as it were, the delivery of the information should be done in a manner which is convenient respective to CAD.
Of course, I know. I mean, yeah. This is why I suggested that Joram make some noises, drawings.
Well, all he needs to do is
How
screen
he
cap that
interprets,
little
yeah.
snippet of the diagram where the armor is discrepancy exists.
The in-game.
Screen cap the relevant section in game, and put them side by side. I can then throw it into photo editing and basically reference what the issues are in the same way that I do with, or that was done with the Phantom. That was not me. That was Mustang.
I'll be honest, if I had access to, like, the full model for the damned ship, this would be a lot easier.
Oh, no, I mean, you can just use the armor viewer in game, right? You just go, this section here is not as consistent.
Yeah, but the issue is, I don't know which decks they actually have modeled. I can't see the actual deck plan in-game, I can just see where they've got armor visible to the player.
Right. Well, I mean, in that case, perfect. Just say, this